The man never expected that the gentle and kind girl was actually a yandere. It all started when Jack, following the system's instructions, gave Jenny a medical checkup, only to be suddenly interrupted by John. Just as he was expecting Jack to kill him, he was shocked when Jenny kicked John away. She accused John of ruining her plans. Jack, hearing this, was utterly stunned. At that moment, Jenny wanted to kill John, and Jack couldn't believe his ears.
那个臭男人敢动师兄，师妹我当然是要杀了他啦。
In his previous life, Jack had despised the male lead in the novel for being too ugly, but then, Jack passed out and reincarnated into a different world, becoming the villainous eldest senior brother in the novel. Soon after, Jack unlocked the lazy fish system, which allowed him to return to the real world if he followed the original plot. It had been 10 years since Jack arrived in the world of the novel. That day, Jack finally waited for the arrival of the protagonist of this world. According to the plot, Jack poured poison into the river. Soon after, Jenny's divine beast started to lose control. As Jenny struggled to control the beast, Jack appeared behind her. He used a magical artifact to knock Jenny to the ground. Looking down at her, Jack told her to come to his room tonight. Just then, a sword she suddenly struck and sent Jack flying. It was none other than John, the male lead, who had appeared. John immediately comforted Jenny, then pointed his sword at Jack. He accused Jack of doing such things to Jenny, but when John saw Jack's face, he couldn't believe it. Jack's behavior didn't match his appearance at all. Jack immediately recognized John as the son of the family that was wiped out John. So, he started mocking John according to the plot. Hearing the mockery, John became enraged. He charged at Jack with his weapon, but to John's surprise, Jack appeared very excited. Jack had finally completed the first mission of the plot. Unexpectedly, Jenny immediately kicked John away. Before Jack could react, Jenny showed concern for whether he was hurt. In the next moment, she even wrapped her arm around Jack's. She suggested that what had just happened could continue. At that moment, Jack's mind went blank. Jenny's behavior was completely different from what the book described. What shocked Jack even more was that Jenny still wanted to kill him directly. Fortunately, Jack was blessed with great luck and a mysterious person saved John. Frightened, Jack called for the system. At that moment, the system was still updating. Suddenly, Jenny's voice came from behind Jack. When he turned around to face her, Jack quickly found an excuse to escape from her. After I left, Jenny's expression turned heavy. She recalled that everything in her memory had happened today. In her memories, a similar event had occurred, where John severely injured Jack. Back then, she had fallen in love with John. The memory ended with the destruction of the sect, and John had others by his side. But at the end of her dream, Jenny realized that she had wrongly blamed Jack. However, after waking up, Jenny was still half in doubt. After all, how could the usually unreliable eldest senior brother be a good person? So, she decided to investigate John's identity personally. Jenny secretly followed John's spirit beast, only to find it surrounded by villagers. As the villagers were about to kill the spirit beast, Jack interrupted their actions. Then, he took over all the villagers' melon fields. Afterward, Jack followed the system's instructions and began to mistreat John's spirit pet. At this point, John furiously pointed at Jack.